Well, very good evening, everyone. Welcome along to the weekly dust up that is Paul Drew spinning on a chair. Go on, don't let me down. Don't let me down.
No, I'm not going to because the old sciatica, mate. We'll take it easy.
This, believe it or not, is episode 219 of the Studio Rats Q&A Live. My name's James Ivy.
I'm Paul Drew.
And you are very welcome along. Jeff Cook, it's not Thursday, mate. It might be Thursday for you, but it's still Wednesday for us.
Thursday over there.
We hope you're all very, very well out there in Ratland.
Oh, yes.
It wouldn't be our Wednesday night, a traditional Wednesday night thing, without me saying, Mr. Drew, what have y'all been up to?
We had some friends over today from Australia. Went out for the day. That was nice. We've been doing lots of videos.
We have.
I'm trying to think when we did them.
I can remember last Thursday.
Oh, you did? Oh, so it was Thursday. Oh, that's all right then. So, yeah. So people don't know this. So we did the Bognor video. Did quite well actually.
Yeah.
Another video that I can't remember what that was.
The Bognor video, the High Watt video, the Soldano SP77 video.
Oh yeah. Oh, yes. There's some. Yeah, actually. Go on.
Okay. And we did another video which we can't talk. Well, actually, we can talk about, can't we? Because it's out.
Yeah. We can talk about that. Bogram.
We did a video for Bogram Digital and their amazing 100 years of Biodynamic IR pack, which, as someone who didn't think they'd be getting excited by IRs,
there you go.
With what came later that week, I could then get excited about IRs.
What? You might as well tell them what that was about. So, yes, but we told them about this last week, didn't we?
Yes, I didn't have it last week.
I see. Right, okay.
And obviously I can load IRs onto it, and I've got all these really cool IRs now to play with.
There you go. You can, yeah, you can load all IRs on that and do IR business.
I want to talk about
actually that Bogram thing is worth downloading if anyone's interested in IRs, because if you put your email address on their website, they'll send you a bunch of them for free. So that's definitely worth doing.
Yeah. We need to talk about this, so we'll talk about this at some point.
Okay, but let's move on. Yeah. And unless you want to,
what else you been doing this week?
Just I've been getting ready for Guitar Summit tomorrow. Aaron's in the chat, and Aaron says, I think Aaron's coming Friday. Well, I'm there on Thursday. Aaron, let us know what hotel you're staying at.
Yeah, cool. So I'm upset. I'm missing that.
You're missing it, mate. You should see who's there. It's proper good.
I know. It looks proper good.
This
looks
like
proper bore.
It's proper bore. It is this to me. If this is as good as I think it's going to be, that's it for now. For me, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to have a lovely time there.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm sick of going away and catching COVID. And I know you can catch COVID there. I'm unlikely to this time because I've had it recently. But
let's not test that, hey?
Yeah. So really looking forward to Guitar Summit. I'm going tomorrow. You're
going to Mannheim. I'm going to Birmingham.
There you go.
Great.
Yeah, great. So what about yourself? What have you been up to? Oh, you bought a new toy, haven't you?
I bought several new toys.
Yeah, bought some new toys. Go on.
So obviously this arrived, which we'll talk about shortly.
Yeah.
And I can't spin the camera.
Oh, this every single time.
All right. Hang on.
You've got one of those PTZ cameras.
I know, but I haven't plumbed it in yet. Hang on. Let me see if I can wheel
this off. Listen, audience, I'm sorry about
that. Hang on. Here we go.
I'll let you know where I'm staying. Aaron, just hang on. We'll get you and I'll answer you. Hold on. God, this is.
Oh, I can't do it. I just can't. Hang on. Right.
The least professional show, I think.
Look, ready. Here we go. There it is.
Oh, look at that bad boy. James bought himself a Dumble.
That, boys and girls, is a red plate. And it's a red plate that we've played before.
Yeah. So there's a video which James and I did about those Les Pauls.
Yep.
About the old 50s, real 50s Les Pauls. And we played to that red plate. We were blown away with it, weren't we? And Clive, lovely gentleman Clive, who owned the Les Pauls, was selling it. So James has bought it, which is awesome.
And he said to me, "Do you know when the last time that was switched on?"
No, really?
Yeah. So it's gone to a good home. I think he's quite pleased it's gone to a good home, and I'm pleased it's come to my home.
That's a lovely. That's yeah. I can't wait to try that.
It is a monster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, we did the Bogner. By the way, if anyone's interested in the Bogner, the video that we just released, that's now, because we've captured it, that's now up for sale. So
nice.
Okay, right. Should we get to it?
Yes. I'm now quite concerned. I've just run over half a dozen cables and going, oh my god.
Professional. Dave. Hello, Dave. Dave, I've got the all your plectrums are packed. So Dave, go and check out Dave's honestly. This is so I'm sorry, Dave. So Dave makes these awesome plectrums out of coins. The Highland Plectrum Company, they're on Reverb. Go and check them out. Highly worth buying.
Awesome stuff.
Aaron, I'll bring you one at the at Guitar Summit. I'll save one for you. Jeff Cook, happy Thursday morning from sunny Brisbane. I hope everyone's alive and well and looking forward to a pun-packed episode of whatever this thing is we watch. Yeah, this guff that you all watch.
I have no idea what it is. It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jeff, it may be pun-packed, but the word I was aiming for was fun. There we go.
Hey, Vinny.
Vinny, how you doing, mate? Vinny in the house. Ben, cheers, gents. Hope you're all well. And to you, Ben. Gaza, hello, everybody. Hello, Gaza. Yes, Aaron's going to Guitar Summit, so I'll see Aaron on Friday. And I will let him know where I'm staying, actually. Hold on. Can you just answer?
Nats is saying, good evening, rats. And all full of energy tonight. Cheers. Well, we'll do our best. Who knows where it may go. Mississippi's in the house. Hi, Rat's been playing with the Nano Cortex as well, James. Love it. Yeah, I'm digging it. I think I was a bit slow to get going with it, if I'm totally honest. A couple of things I was like, but it is a properly cool little thing.
Yeah, it's a cool thing.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
Aaron's staying at the Radisson Blu.
I'm staying at the Dorrent Congress Hotel. The Dorrent Congress Hotel.
Nice.
Spelled with a K, Kong, as in King Kong.
Yeah, yes, some of that. Yes, lovely.
I don't know anything about Mannheim, so I don't know where anything is.
Mannheim.
But we'll check it. I'll check it out tomorrow. I'll get down there early. Well, I actually won't be there early, but I'll be there.
Cool.
Guitar bass dude, a Dumble model for Tonix, please. You've got Dumble models for Tonix.
They've got an actual Dumble. IK own a Dumble.
Okay, and it's yes. And all I'm saying, you've got that one on Tonix.
Yeah. And there'll be that one soon because I'm on the 5th capture already.
And then we can have a Dumble off.
There's got to be a joke there somewhere.
I don't think so. Okay, next. Owen, he says, good evening and hope everyone is having a good week. And to you, mate. Gary says, I've just been given a lovely 1976 Greco. Nice. In fairly good nick, considering. I'm not sure if it's been upgraded or anything. Do you think I should get any of the electronics or anything upgraded? I would say if it needs it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, if you like the sound of it and the pots work, just leave it as it is, I would say. Only prepare stuff if you don't like stuff or if it don't work. Dave Orr, he says, hello, great to be here again. And you, Dave, good to have you. Vice Trucci, all three of them. Is that three of them just sitting? Do you reckon they're just all sat there going, we're watching the Studio Rats?
You don't even know who we are, do you?
He says, cheers, everyone. Oh, the dog's in. He said, cheers, everyone from Nashville. I hope everyone's week is going extraordinarily well. The dog's in. Big Tim.
Oh, Diggs.
That's
funny.
He's there. Oh, Bibs. He's going to start tearing it up in a minute. Aaron says, NAM map is out. Looks epic. PRS are back.
It does. I saw the email about half an hour ago and went, ooh. Yeah, there's lots. Looks like it's going to be a big show.
Yeah. Clive's in the house. Evening all. Have you played it yet?
Have I played it yet? I've been playing it for the last 4 hours.
He's capturing it as we're talking. He doesn't waste any time.
Oh no.
Dog. Al, he says, evening guys, hope all is well. And you mate, he said, gutting not a guitar summit this weekend. Too many gigs at the moment. James and I will make up for it at NAM. Nice.
Yes. I'm liking the fact that they're small drinks as well.
Yes. Chris, throwing in that thumbs in anticipation of a good show. Oh, cheers, Chris. Yeah, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for getting that in early, Chris. Thumbs ups are really important.
Thumbs, likes, all that normal stuff.
Yeah, because we do this show and it's not like it's not the sort of numbers we get on videos, on normal videos. YouTube just absolutely canes us for it. So so if you get like, say, like a video that does 15,000 views, and then the live show, which normally gets about 1,000 views, YouTube sees that as like, oh, the video fail. So then the next video we do, it's really hard to push them up. So thumbs up will be really appreciated. Because
they changed the rules, like they changed the weather as well.
Well, it's like, yeah, but this technically is not worth doing. We do it for fun.
Mm.
We should actually do it on a different channel, shouldn't we? So we don't get stung by it. Daz, he says there's been lots of chatter on the UA-FX Enigmatic. Any thoughts on it or plans to try it?
As Paul and I said before, I will reach out to our friends at Universal Audio and see if they will send us one. We were a bit late to the party with the Lion, but it did at least make it in the video.
We're not on the radar for some reason, so I don't know why.
And yet it's not like I don't know Tor.
Yeah, it's just it's something you need to have a chat with them, mate.
Mm. Yes, something like that.
Funky Bass, he says, evening all, I'm on a trip to Vietnam. Oh, nice. Watching today from a different country. It's technically early morning here. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning. Oh, lucky.
So when we do the jokes about you weren't there, man, in January, you can genuinely say things like that right now.
He was there.
Yes.
Oh, he is there. Dave, he says, that's fantastic, Paul. It's really very much appreciated. Don't forget that the 2 silver $50 picks. Ooh.
Ah.
Oh, damn. I might have to dig them out. Okay. I'll try and dig them out. Thanks, mate.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Aaron says, oh, well, see what the centrally located bar in the evening. Yes, it'd be, yeah. I'm sure the hotel's that's been booked for me is pretty, it's got to be close to it, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Grigor's here. He says, I'm running late. However, you guys are sounding great. Hope everyone's having a good week. Cheers, mate, and you.
Greg, how's the rehearsal going for the weekend? Moving swiftly on.
Stuart, good evening. All been playing guitar for a few years and have an audition for a band in 2 weeks' time. Oh, well done, mate. I have to pick 5 songs from their set list. Any tips on best way to learn them quickly? Well, how long have you got? You've got 2 weeks. You've got 5 songs. That's a good amount of time to learn 5 songs. That's a really that you've got loads of time.
Are they original songs or are they covers? Because if it's covers, are they doing the covers authentically or are they doing their own version? It's really important to know which. And if they're original songs, do you have copies of the originals to learn from? That would be my addition to that, because you don't want to go in and do the original version of, I don't know, Uptown Funk, say, and they do some kind of half-time laid-back version.
Yeah. Yeah, very much. Yeah, very much so. I imagine he's got that nailed. Make sure, I would say more importantly than that, make sure that you know the keys that they do it in, because there's nothing like learning something by sight as such, by rote, and then and then them going, oh, we actually do that in a different key, and then your brain, because you've learnt it a certain way, you've learnt it sort of almost technically as opposed to learning it properly, sort of in any position. So just make sure that you know the key. I would say most songs, I mean, Uptown Funk's a classic, and he's probably not even playing that, but most songs have sections. So learn sections. So the Uptown I can't play because the mic will cut off.
Yeah.
But yes, there's certain parts that appear every sort of verse and every sort of chorus or whatever, and learn that. I would personally try and go through all the songs first of all, get all the songs and know all the songs, keep playing the songs so you physically know the songs. Then to me, the learning's easy because you know the song so well by listening to them.
I would say the other thing as well is you've got an audition with them, so be yourself. Don't try and be the person you're replacing because you can't be that person.
Yeah, but he's yeah, okay, awesome. Clive says, oh yeah, and good luck, Stuart, and let us know how it goes. Clive says, don't forget to play with the controls in the back, can make a big difference.
We were talking about that before we went live, and I was amazed how much difference the FET gain control and the overdrive gain makes a difference. It's very cool. It's a proper brilliant amp. We didn't even scratch the surface when we were over before, Clive.
Guitar based dude, I'll buy any enigmatic synths. I will never be able to afford a real Dumble. I don't think any of us will be able to afford a real Dumble.
No, I'd like a real Dumble. No, I don't. I don't think I want one. I don't think I want the pressure of having one.
Right. Yeah, fair dues. Vlada says, smash that like. Cheers, cheers, Vlad. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it really does help. Give us a like. It really helps. Tim, hello, mate. He says, hey, gents, at work, so not sure how long I can hang. Mate, you've got to get your priorities right. I think you need to go up to your boss and just say, listen.
The Studio Rats are on. They do this once a week. I come here every day.
Yeah, just give me a couple of hours. God, it says you have to try Car Rambler. Everyone keeps saying Car Rambler. Amazing clean amp and Car Lincoln. Yes, we need to get some car amps. Okay. There aren't many in the UK.
No, they're not. When you said them last week, I hadn't even heard of them.
Mr. Kotson's here. Is that Mr. the Richie Kotson? Bow down.
I mean, I love me some Richie Kotson, but you must do because he's a telly player.
He's a monster player, isn't he?
Good voice. He also, and I am a particular fan of the Winery Dogs as well. I know it's not your thing, but
no, I really like his voice. He sounds like he's a bit Chris Cornell-y in his. Do
you know what I was about to say? If Chris Cornell was the singer in their band, you wouldn't know the difference.
No, yeah. Walter Rosado, hey guys, good cheaper guitars from Amazon or Temu. We haven't done the Amazon guitar. That's probably a good shout though.
The cheapest guitar from Amazon.
Yeah, I mean that video's been done a million times, but yes, it's probably still worth doing, to be honest.
Well, maybe Temu because it's the new Amazon, or AliExpress or something.
God.
Although I was watching it, so I got bitten a few times by buying stuff on Facebook, as you know, from Facebook ads. But I saw one today and I thought, oh, I really want that. And I thought, no, you idiot. Because every time you think you're going to get that, you get a bag of spanners, something utterly pointless.
Well, don't order a bag of spanners.
It wasn't a bag of spanners I ordered last time, but.
Right. I don't know what's going on. But Chris, he says, just went and got the free Boggle Digital IR download for my Tonix and Helix. Have to give them a try. Oh, nice one.
Excuse me.
See, if you wait till tomorrow, bless you. So yeah, we're doing the videos coming out tomorrow on that. Jeff, Fender American Ultra Jazzmaster. Ooh, will be delivered today, shortly followed by Mastery. Pretty nice. Mastery Bridge to correct the radius mismatch. It's crazy, isn't it? 10 to 14 compound radius. versus the 9.5 rated. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Oh, great. Good shout. I think, yeah.
Is that a thing? Is that why they don't stay in tune?
I no, it wouldn't be why they don't stay in tune. It'd probably be why it would choke out.
Right. Oh, interesting.
Jeff, it beggars belief how the flagship line of guitars can have such a fundamental and well documented flaw. It's bonkers, isn't it?
I'm going to make us no friends here, but nice one, Fender.
Well, no, I think that's the good thing about these big companies is that you can say something and you're not actually going to offend anyone because it's such a big company and loads of people who work for Fender would just go completely agree with you.
Yes, crazy, isn't it?
Kotzen said, Paul, did you play on an Yngwie Strat? I don't think I've ever played on an Yngwie Strat. I've played on other sort of scallop neck guitars, but not.
I actually have played an Yngwie Strat.
Have you?
I've gigged one.
I reckon you've got quite a light touch.
And the reason I did it was because
you gigged one.
The local music shop was having a festival type thing in the back, stage and stuff. And the only decent guitar, I mean, local mum and pop kind of music shop, the only decent guitar they had was this Yngwie Strat.
What a bizarre thing. What a bizarre Strat.
And the only reason they had it was because when they used to be a really good music shop, they had loads of really good guitars. And they got down to being kind of, budget friendly. And you know what I mean? Carlsbro music store type stuff. The only decent guitar they were left with was this Yngwie Strat with the impossible to play scallop neck. And you do have to be so gentle, otherwise you is out of tune.
There's no way you could do a function gig. There's no way you could do a function gig with an Yngwie Strat because you'd literally you'd have to change your technique, wouldn't you? Because you'd have to really concentrate, wouldn't you?
I was doing Gary Moore covers, so I was kind of halfway there.
Yeah,
but it was really weird.
Jeff, I'll scavenge the mastery vibrato from the Japanese jazz master, and then the ultra should be perfect. There we go. Tim's having a little laugh. Awesome. Scotland, I wish. And a Strat guy, lol. Owen, have you guys tried any Kingsley preamps? If you are someone who is into one particular amp style, particularly Dumble, it might be cheaper to use into a power section of a cheaper amp. Yeah, interesting. No, I've never tried them. I know the TPS guys rave about them. I haven't tried. I have not tried one. I would like to. Dave says, "Hello, mates. Either of you have a good hangover cure? I don't." Okay. I guess he answers.
He says, "I don't
drink, but I did last night. Never again." Just, I know it's stupid. I'm going to be boring, but lots of water. Lots of water. Go back to bed.
Lots of water and a sauna.
Sauna would be good.
Sauna's great because it just pulls the toxins at you.
Yeah, I doubt he's got a sauna at home. Oh, Bibs.
Well, no, but you might have one.
Look, what do you want? I'm doing a show. Go on. Mississippi. I have the enigmatic from UA FX turning up tomorrow. Any thoughts? Hold on. I've got to let the dog out.
We'll probably it's in the news, I suspect. So it's in the news, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know until I've tried it. To be honest, I'm not a massive fan of their amp pedals. So I can't say. I hope this one's different.
I hope it's better than the Lion.
Loads of people like the Lion. It's funny that you really don't like it. Satchith, he says, just want to jump in and say thank you for your content. Cheers. Oh, thanks, mate. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Stan likes single coils. Stan's got taste, you see. Evening gang, greetings from Belgrade, Serbia. Finally managed to catch you live. Spent last 30 minutes playing Chasing Cars. Feel like walking on clouds. This is why I play music. Ah, nice one, mate.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, that constant dang, 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 isn't it? I like that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's true.
I used
the chorus is just
Cyrus going dun 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 dun,
yeah.
and everyone in the band's feeling
yeah.
Do it or and just come in across the beat just to completely throw everyone.
I like that Whitney Houston song.
Or or In the Air Tonight, you know, that beginning kind of ostinato.
Oh yeah.
People can't count that. It's really funny because it comes in on the 2.
Yeah, it's
funny. I love that stuff.
Ben, I asked this another time and never kept track of the suggestions people had. Jazz fusion bands with lots of guitar. Oh my god. Probably because that's out of my wheelhouse. So James might have to answer this one.
Lots of guitar. I think you should check out
Pat Metheny.
Pat Metheny's an obvious one. Check out the Yellow Jackets, where they did some stuff with Robin Ford, who was just, you know, that was my intro to Robin Ford with the Yellow Jackets. It was awesome. To be honest, the Chick Corea stuff with Frank Gambale is just amazing. There's, I think it's called Paint the World was one. That wasn't Frank Gambale, but I'm trying to think of the other one.
This sounds like my hell.
Oh, that was me. It was me in like 15, 16. I was into that stuff big time.
Is that the time signature?
Yeah, probably. Frank Gambale's solo stuff is amazing, but you do have to get over the very camp Australian accent singing. Modern jazz fusion stuff with guitar. That's the weird thing. Anything more modern than that. I'll have a think. If I can think of anything, I'll just spout out random moments of.
The only thing that I've was Bright Side's Life by Pat Metheny. I can just about listen to a couple of songs of that.
Yeah,
and I know it's brilliant. I know it's brilliant. So no one has to tell me I've got no taste. I know I've got no taste.
But so check out the Chick Corea stuff with Frank Gambale. It's awesome.
There we go. Tim, I have a Yngwie Strat. After all, you forget it's scallop. Not a big deal. Oh, excellent. But you have to have a light touch. I imagine it would change you playing any other guitar. Because if you play that all the time, then you go to another guitar, I reckon you struggle. I reckon you get used to that and then... Gary, this might be a silly question, but how come every time I see a review video for a pedal, it's always lead guitar and not rhythm guitar? That's true. I mean, I'm guilty of that as well.
Need to watch some of my videos because I can't do the lead stuff.
I think because I don't know, actually. I think maybe people I don't know. I don't know. I could say something stupid and it wouldn't be right. So
that's the obvious answer. It's because people want to show off how well they go widdly, 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 widdly.
That's not. But that's what I was going to say. It's not necessarily how well you can go widdly, widdly, widdly. It's not about that. It's you want to show off the pedal. So personally, I do that because I want to show the dynamics of the pedal. I want to show the articulation of the pedal. And you know, if it craps out between note to note and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's there's a bit of that, but yes, I think. I mean, I do rhythm as well. It's not just all lead. But yes.
Just be crap like me and just do rhythm.
Not crap. Right, come on in. Chaz, he says, has anyone actually played a Fender Tele Deluxe like Johnny Grimwood's with Lace Sense pickups? Cheers from South Wales, New York, USA. Yes, I used to have a Fender Tele Deluxe, but I changed the pickups to EMGs.
That's chalk and cheese in one instrument.
Well, it's not really. Not really.
Is there anything stopping you know how people have lace sensors and they generally have all three on a Strat or both on a Tele?
Yeah.
Is there anything stopping you having one lace sensor on a Strat?
I don't know. I don't know if the potentiometer that you use on the volume is specific to lay sensors and then not on.
Right. Okay.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to have a look at that. But yes, you're right. Most people tend to have relay
Full
sensors.
set. Yeah.
I mean, you don't see them anymore, really.
Other than
best thing a hangover is loads of drinks the night before.
Good work.
Keep going. Daniel, sorry I'm late. Do you find it as well with hangovers? Do you find that like when we were over in like Nam, if you're somewhere, if you're on holiday, not on holiday, but if you're working away, you find that you don't get hangovers. But if you drunk that much at home, you just get a stinking hangover.
Confession time. We did a gig in Croatia, and it was we were away for 3 nights. So the first night was, so we got there late, so we went for a meal, whatever. Second night, it was piano and sax were working.
Nice.
And then the third night was the main party night where we were all working, but we finished. But we were flying next morning.
Right.
And because it was a free bar, we hit the bar hard.
Nice.
Because we had a relationship with these people we'd been with for a week. It was like, we weren't the band anymore. We were those people they were drinking with.
Right. Yeah.
And me and a certain trumpet player
got
on it in a big way.
Right.
And all I remember is going back to my room and then the phone ringing saying, "Why aren't you at the bus? You're late." And it's the only time I've ever slept through an alarm through booze. And I literally just grabbed everything, whacked it in my case, ran out the door and went, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Oh, we're going to miss the flight." Of course we did miss the flight. But, oh, God, it's not worth it.
Daniel says, no, go back.
It's all right.
Yes. Daniel says, sorry I'm late. A warm and muggy day here in North Carolina. Been raining every day since the weekend, and we're expecting more rain with this hurricane coming up the coast. Hope everything's all right and doesn't hit you too hard, mate. Jeff, he says, with a tighter radius bridge, the first and sixth strings can be the correct height and the others get higher towards the middle. The third and fourth strings about double the height that they should be. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you for your
or if you have it, or if you have the third and fourth.
Other way right. Yeah.
The first and sixth choke. Shahaba, he says, hey fellas, black and tan versus half and half. More an Irish question, but give it a go. Black and tan.
Well, black and tan is half a Guinness and half it's either mild or some bottled beer type thing, and half is half lager, half bitter, isn't it?
Half lager? What? Shahar, honestly, mate. What the? Who would do that?
It's like when we were students, or when we were, out on a student night, everyone drinking Snakebite.
Snakebites,
half lager, half cider.
Yeah, Snakebite is half Guinness and half something else. That sounds like. I mean, you might as well just go like, I'll have, I'll have. Oh, do you want red wine or do you want white wine? Oh,
I'll have pink wine.
Yeah. No.
Just no.
Jazz Fusion, definitely Tribal Tech. Don't know Tribal Tech, but we'll take your word for it, mate. Yellow Jacket, there we go. Oh no, we're not having loads of jazz suggestions now.
Oh, Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson played on some of the earlier Chick Corea stuff and was brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
Greg Howe with Kotzen, maybe. They did a fusion album together. There we go. Mirage Etoile. Mirage Etoile. Is that's not a real name of a band. Please tell me that's not a real name for a band. Mirage. Wait, just turn your notifications off.
No, it's not me.
It's not me.
It's not me.
Must be you. It's not me.
I don't even know who this person is.
I don't know what's going on. Come on then. Next one.
Mirage Etoile. Oh God. It's like the other band to check out for terrible jazz fusion band names is Foreplay. That's
That's
East on bass.
Yeah, and no, that's awful. That's terrible. That's terrible. God, do they really sit down? Right, we need a band name, and someone went Foreplay. Went, yeah. That's how. Jeez, honestly. For fusion guitar, check out "Step It" by Bill Connors. There we go.
Oh, careful!
Mr. Abraham.
Captain Mannering's in the house. I will.
Yeah, you're coming on.
Let me just put the
linkage in.
The linkage.
Yeah,
it's down there now. If Lee wants to join in the ready, 3, 2, 1. Willie.
Loz. He says, "Hi guys, love the channel. Just got myself a Tonex pedal. Nice one. What do you think the next development of Tonex will be?"
You to buy all of our patches.
Can't say. Put it that way. Possibly something coming out soon.
There might be.
Possibly something. Nothing, and don't worry, you haven't bought anything. You haven't bought anything that's going to be outdated. Put it that way.
No, don't. You're in safe hands.
See, Hollywood's going, "Evening, Lee. Any new toys?" Everyone wants to know what Lee's bought because there's not a week that goes by. Vlada says, "And that red plate is my dream machine. Do you know the specs? Maybe any mods?" Thanks. Go. No, I think it's
It's absolutely stock. It's the RP HD 50R, so it has the reverb. It's the 50-watt version, but I mean, we say this every time about amps, and Paul and I have been quite vocal about this. When you drive a Marshall, say a Marshall 100, and you dime it, the background noise is horrendous.
Yeah.
You dime this, and it is absolutely silent.
Yeah, I mean, like all good amps.
Like your Matchless was a classic case of that.
Yeah, well, I think all the amps. Only one that's not. There is something that's not so. No, I think all good quality amps are like that.
Yeah, I mean, not saying Marshalls aren't, but that DSL I had, you crank it all the way, and it was like.
Yeah. Stuart Edgar. By the way, sorry, Stuart. Give me 2 secs. Lee, you and me need to have a chat over this. There's some gear I think would be good for us to do together, so we'll have a chat about that. Stuart Edgar says, "Cheers both. Great advice there, especially about breaking the songs down into sections. It's for a gig and covers band. We'll let you know how it goes. Great shows always. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah. Just don't panic in the audition as well. Just going calmly, know the songs and know the songs off by heart. Make sure that you know the key. Make sure that you definitely know the keys that they do it in.
And remember, don't try to be clever. They want someone to do the gig, not to replace John Petrucci.
Exactly. Yeah. Play the part. Play the part.
And we've all been guilty of it. Me more than most. Paul more than most too.
No, I'm not. I'm all right. I think I underplay.
At this underpants, more like. At this point, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the one, the only Vinny the X.
Here he is. Oh, what's he got? He's got a new toy.
I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to show you this.
Let's have a look.
Oh,
hold on. Don't show the headstock. I've got to guess what it is.
It's a Telecaster, Paul.
Yeah, I know it's a Telecaster. I reckon that's a Friedman.
You are correct, sir.
Oh, very good.
What do you think? I had exactly the same one in black. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my third one I've ever owned. Very good. Very good.
Is it lightweight? Is it nice and lightweight?
Yeah, it is light. I haven't weighed it, but I guarantee it's around the 7-pound range, somewhere in there.
See, I've had 3 Friedmans, and I've as like those sort of rock machine sort of guitars, they're brilliant. I want another one now.
Yeah.
That black strap, Friedman, you had was awesome. Other than the fact that it screamed like a mother.
It did.
I have to say the fretwork is really good.
Yeah.
You know, they do a really good job with the fretwork and stuff. Everyone I've had has been very good. You know, quite honestly, you know, why do I get rid of them? Is just to get something else. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
How old is it?
I'm not too impressed with the paint job. I mean, it's all peeling off.
Yeah, it's a bit of shit, isn't it? But this is a couple of years old. I got this in a trade, a gear trade. So I'm going to show you the next thing I got in a gear trade.
But that's a Grover Jackson one then. If it's a couple of years old, that's great.
Yeah, it's like a 21.
They're really great. They're great guitars.
I had one of the green meanie ones.
Yeah,
with the Floyd on it.
Yeah,
that was awesome. I should have never sold that. That was a really cool guitar. I don't get on with the Floyd. I always hit my wrist into the damn thing. And
what's he got? What's he got? Hey, you retired yet or what?
What's that?
You retired yet?
October 1st. A few days left.
Congratulations, mate. Oh, that's only a few days away. Wow. Oh, hold on.
That's nice.
So I'm guessing Kiesel.
Yeah.
See, I know my onions. I'm telling you,
mate. That's a guitar, not an onion.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. I didn't know you played bass.
Oh, it's got a bit of Purple Heart.
It's a walnut Purple Heart mix, and then a black Carina body, Purple Heart plate.
Really, I didn't know you played bass.
Yeah, it's true. Purple Heart is only used on bass, isn't it? You only ever see it on basses.
Tell you what, the guitar is snappy, and you know, I got this in a trade, and I got the bill. You know, the guy is super nice, and I got the receipt, and he paid probably about, I think it was close to $850 just for this master grade burl top.
Wow.
And you know, the triple effect and the whatever color fade it is. So I was thinking, you know what, man, it looks really good. It's probably going to be a dog, but because that's how usually it goes. It looks really good and it sounds like garbage. But I'll tell you what, man, it sounds fantastic. It is really good playing guitar. On the build sheet, it says it's got a chambered body. So it is.
Oh, nice. It
feels a little lighter to me, but it does have a lot of resonance in it. So maybe it's minutely chambered. I can't see how much chambering you could possibly do in here, but
well, it's got a top on it, hasn't it?
It's all just burl.
Yeah, but it's the body's separate to the top. Yeah. So they've chambered
they could have chambered it on the inside, definitely.
Nice.
But the body looks really good, man. Nice piece of black Carina.
Yeah, nice. And I mean, it's quite a metal guitar. You're not very metally.
Well, you know what? I was in the market for a something modern just to scratch that itch for a little bit, and then this came up, and I said, you know what? I'll grab it. So it sounds really good. It's got good clarity. It's got a 5-way switch. It's decent. I tell you, I'm really quite pleased with it. You know,
those Kiesel pickups, people either love them or hate them. So that's
they are hit and miss. And I guess it's all personal preference. The Holsworth ones sound really good because they're not very high output. I tend to like those. Those seem to be all right.
Yeah.
It's some of the higher output ones I don't normally care for, but this one has one of the old school 22 SDs in the bridge flavor. So it's got that 80s kind of metal kind of thing going on. So it's not too bad. It sounds pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a cool guitar to mess with. And
is it headless?
What's that?
Is it headless?
No. It's got the I'm sorry. It's got the matching.
Right.
It's a pretty guitar, isn't it? It's a fancy guitar, that.
Yeah, it's really fancy, and I didn't think it was going to sound good, but it does sound really good. And whoever, you know, the guy that had this built, he did a good job of speccing it out. I mean, to give it kind of like a theme, I guess. You know, I would never pick a burl top or anything. It's a little too fancy for my taste, but the guitar plays really well. And I'll tell you what, I've had probably 30, 40 Kiesels and Carvins over the years, maybe more.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, this particular one is not that they're bad. They're good, but I would put this up against some of the high dollar $5,000 guitars I've played, or, you know, Sirs and stuff like that. All the fretwork is done really well. It's stainless steel. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a really good one. How long it's going to stay in the herd over here, I don't know, but you know, everything's got its price. You know how that goes.
Nice
It
one.
always makes me laugh that where everyone goes on about burl finishes and burl tops. A burl is actually effectively a cancer in the wood.
Yeah,
It's
it's a disease.
not a
It's a
good thing.
diseased wood. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's diseased. It's
it's
like
bad wood.
just like spalted maple. If you look at spalted
Yeah.
maple, all those lines in there is like a fungus that attacks the tree or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It's kind of bad good luck that the tree got it.
Yeah.
Now, do I think it affects the sound or anything? I don't know.
Looks
You know,
pretty.
but it is a pretty guitar. Like I said, I thought for sure, you know, after I did the trade, I drove about 2.5 hours to meet the guy, and he drove about the same, and we did a swap out, and you know,
That's
I got
like
it home.
Arkansas or somewhere. Yeah.
No, I'm in Florida. I had to drive to Sebring, so it wasn't too bad. It's about a two
Well, that's
and
still
a
the
half.
same state. We think you drive 2.5 hours. That's halfway across America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but that's the same thing like with people in America when they find out you're British and you're over here. They're like, "Hey, do you know so and so?" Right? Because I think there's like 7 British guys that live on there.
You know
Yeah.
Paul McCartney. I
Yeah.
know of Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, I've just been rocking the Silver Jubilee. I'm still digging that amp. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And the Nags. The Nags is awesome.
Oh, great. Yeah,
So,
that was that you showed us that last time. That was nice.
Yeah, you saw that last time. So
Yeah.
And the only 2 things that have been stationary have been the custom shop Telly and the custom shop Strat.
Oh,
You know?
nice.
So those have been around for a while now. So I haven't changed them at all. So
Pretty good Sam.
I don't know. It's kind of an expense. So I don't know if sorry about the dog. I don't just answer, baby. I'm online. I don't know if I'm going to go. You know, because it's quite an expense for me to get from Florida over there. I mean, last time it cost me, you figure the whole trip, flight, the hotel, and everything, probably about $4,000.
Wow.
So, yeah. But I don't know. I'll have to see. But anyway, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I just wanted to show you the 2 pieces. I figured you'd get a kick out of it.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Lovely. Good choices.
Yeah. You guys have a good week. Take it easy.
See you soon, buddy.
See you soon. Nice.
Very nice.
Pretty
Pretty good.
Yeah. Nice.
Boom. How are we doing for time? There we go.
84. He says, Ben, Dean Brown, John Schofield, Lee Ritenoir, and Oz Noy.
My only problem with John Schofield is
yes, I'm the same as you.
The modulation. Just
oh my god,
give it a rest, John. Just give it a rest.
It's too much.
And Oz Noy, I can't watch. I can listen to him play, but I can't watch him play. He's like a bloody yo-yo jumping up and down. Very strange.
Digital Viper, I'm late to the party. Did James ever figure out if he can get Nano Cortex users some great captures? Your Soldano and Independence 35 captures for the Tonex are fantastic. Thanks, mate. So Digital Viper, I've just sent James a load of captures to test out on the Nano Cortex. So I don't know if it's going to work or it's just the way that we're going to have to alter stuff. We'll let you know.
As far as we know from the marketing, they are the same. The difference, as in the captures, will be the same. If, as part of the presets, there are delays and there are modulations that are not in Nano Cortex, that will not be part of it. But the captures are the same, apparently. But we'll try it.
Yeah, we will try it. Mississippi, you're bossmen, aren't you guys? I was looking for the SD3000D. Any thoughts? Yeah, great. Absolutely. I haven't tried the big one. I did the review of the launch video of the SD3, which was the little compact size one.
Yeah,
and that's great. So yes, you can't go wrong with that sort of stuff. Boss is great. David Bros, harp.
Yes.
Harp.
Could be harp lager.
Could be harp lager. Oh, you're missing out. Guinness, mixing Guinness is fantastic. I'll try it. I'll give it a go. But you're going to look like a bit of a numpty going into a pub in England, going, "Can I have half a Guinness and half a lager in the same glass?" I think they'd look. God, if you did that in Ireland, I think they'd probably
I
throw
think
you
you'd
out.
be thrown out of Ireland.
Yeah. Thorsten, is the amplified Nation overdrive reverb a good clean amp, or does it break up really quickly even at low volumes? No, it's a good clean amp. You might think that it breaks up at low volumes with the playing that we do with the demos that I've done, probably because it's cranked. No, it's a good clean amp. Just think of a Dumble, and it's like a Dumble. David, that Yellow Jackets album, Mirage. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible name. Lee, I bought something, but Paul will be very disappointed in me. Oh no.
He spent more than 50 quid.
No. He's bought something again. He's bought something again, I reckon.
He's bought the UA pedal.
No, I don't know. He'd have to let us know. Lee, you got to come on. There you go. You got to come on and show us your, name and shame. Ben, see, this time I'm keeping track of all of them. What's going on? What's he keeping track of?
I don't know.
I missed something.
Probably.
But cheers, Ben. Cheers for keeping track. Chaz from Electric Hours says, looking for recommendations for your favorite AC30 emulation in pedal format. Thanks.
Our Tonex captures called the British Chime Pack on Tonex.
That does sound good, and not just saying it as well. They do sound good. You did those ones, I think.
I did. Yes, that's the. Every time I think I should get rid of that amp, I play it on something and go, "Oh!"
I wouldn't get rid of that. I think it's for the price you got it for. I think to keep that. That's a good.
Yeah, I think.
Don't miss out.
I think the Chandler has to go.
Honestly, you're like a broken record. We talk about this every week.
I know.
Get rid of that Chandler.
I know.
Get rid of it.
I know.
Paul McKinnon, he says, let's keep up the likes, people. Cheers, Paul. It really does help. He said it really helps. Also, Paul, how long did it take you to learn the Jamiroquai songs?
He didn't bother. That's the problem.
I overlearned them. And what would you do differently if you had your time again? What would I do differently? I would be. The thing is, I'd be a lot more relaxed now. I was too uptight. I wanted it too bad. I wanted it so bad. And I went in there, and I think sometimes you go in and you're not confident, and you almost. Sometimes you've got to be confident, and you've got to go in there and because. There's nothing worse, especially for me, there's nothing worse as that little person on your shoulder going, "You can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this," because that happens a lot with me. So,
that's not just you, mate. That's everyone.
Well, no, it's not. No, because some people just have got abundance of confidence, haven't they? And I don't think I'd want it so, but I don't think I'd care so much.
I think any audition, there's. You need to go in confident, but you don't need to go in cocky.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Don't be cocky. Absolutely.
Because I've certainly gone to auditions cocky and gone, "I'm too good for you," and that's just the beginning of the end, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah. Should never do that. Shahar,
or is it Shahar? Shahar.
Yo, it says hello. What would you say about Capture X? I'm not sure I've ever used a Capture.
I used it the other day here because Greg Wells got one. It was brilliant.
Oh, great, nice.
Yeah, really good. We got really good noises and no microphone bleed from drums was emitted.
Lovely jubbly. Yeah, no, I've got a Torpedo Studio, one of these.
You're welcome.
I can't. Oh God, hold on. There.
You're welcome.
What do you mean you're welcome?
You bought it from me.
you took something off me.
I know.
Yeah, which I love that. I love that thing. Ah, Brahim's in. Vinny, do you have any Shabbats? Well, that's the thing about. So originally, I think the story is that Shabbat built the first Freedmans, or the prototype Freedmans, and then Grover Jackson started doing them. But if you look at the Shabbat headstock and the way that the Grover Jackson or the Freedman headstocks are, they're very similar. So I imagine there was some cross people about that. But no, he hasn't got any Shabbats at the moment anyway. I'd like a Shabbat. I think Shabbat are at Guitar Summit, so I might go and have a look.
Anyway, I mean, Paul, are you feeling? Are you in your most humble state now?
Well, he's named himself.
I mean, I don't think I can bring myself to utter the name, but let's just say, please welcome Mr. Lee Abraham.
Mr. Disappointment. What have you done?
Hello, chaps.
Hello, mate.
That was very somber.
He's not happy. Have you done the wrong thing?
No, I haven't done the wrong thing. I'm feeling really quite happy about what I've done.
Oh, that's right then.
But I'll just give you a bit of background first. So, I don't know whether you guys have ever suffered from this, but I've been getting quite a bit of cramp in my forearm, in my fretting forearm, down here.
Right.
Yeah, serious. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's happening at gigs quite often, and to the point where I did a gig about a month ago, and luckily it was right at the last song of the first set, but my third finger actually kind of bent right over like that. It doesn't hurt, it just literally bends right over like that, and I can't move it. So I had to kind of rest my arm for the whole of the break, and I kept sort of like, rubbing it like this, and eventually it released and I was able to play okay. But for the rest of the gig, it was kind of teetering on the edge of doing it again. And this started to go on for a few gigs, and I thought, because I always say to you about how sometimes I feel that I'm wringing the guitar's neck to try and get sustain or whatever it is that I'm trying to find out of the guitar, and I never seem to get it.
Yeah.
And I'm pressing ever harder and ever harder and ever harder.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what I'm doing. I'm pressing too hard, and I'm gripping the fretboard too hard.
Yeah.
So not that I particularly thought that this would be the solution. I just thought, well, maybe I'll try something a bit different. And I thought that maybe I need to get something which is a bit more real, more organic, more valve driven.
Yeah.
So what I've done is turn my camera off. Let me just see if I can swap the camera around. Yeah, here we go. Back camera. So to go with that, you're quite right. I have bought something again. I've bought that.
That's the third one.
It is the third one, and I'm quite. I'm not proud of the fact that it's the third one. I should have kept the first one, really.
Yeah.
So I'm using that in the effects loop of that.
Nice. Great.
So that's providing some boost in the front end and all the delays and stuff afterwards.
Did you not get an email from Anderton saying, sorry, no, you can't buy that again?
So I went to a completely different retailer that didn't know.
Yeah. I'm going to speak to the Andertons, boy. I'm going to speak to Lee and Pete over the weekend and just say, that Lee Abraham?
He's a wrong one. Don't let him in the shop.
Can I? I'm not going to throw a spanner in the works, but potentially come up with an interesting observation. And this is through doing quite a lot of loud guitar playing for the last few days, last week or so with guitar tracking and stuff. You're saying that you're trying to get something out of the guitar by wringing the thing's neck and playing hard and stuff. I've got a theory.
Go on.
It's called not playing through an amp. It's called not getting anything back from an amp.
You could be right. Yeah, you could be right.
Because I was filming, I had plugs in and I had cans on and all that sort of stuff. But I was sat 4x12 here, cranked. and the guitar was getting so much back. And obviously, I was miking it with real microphones and doing it like you would in real life, because it was real life. And the guitar was so easy to play and get great tone out of, because the guitar and the amp and the air were moving together, and it was so lovely. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And then I plugged that in with my headphones and went,
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to go for another digital product, you know, because I did think about the Nano Cortex, because I thought, oh yeah, it looks really nice, and you know, and I could make my own captures out of various other bits of gear and stuff, you know. But then I thought, no, try just as an alternative, just get something that's got some glass bottles in it, you know, because that's got a couple of bells in it, and just see if it makes a difference to my, you know, to my playing. And I know that I've said, you know, none of these things have got enough gain, blah 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 blah. The IRX has got that funny kind of, I mean, I guess Paul would say, well, that's what an amp is supposed to sound like, but it's got that kind of like, almost like bloom that you know, a distortion tone has got. Whereas I've been used to obviously a lot of digital products over the years, which have instantly got that really thick distortion sound straight away, because it's kind of, it's not real, is it? It's artificial at the end of the day. So yeah, I have, you know, when I play at home at low volume, it's kind of like, oh God, there's not enough gain in this IRX. But you go to a gig and you plug it in and you're through the PA and it's really loud, it's gig volume, you know, I've got in-ears in as well, you know. There is enough gain, because there's that whole kind of volume thing which happens as well, you know, with real pickups in the room and all that kind of thing. Obviously you get more of it with a speaker. I haven't got a speaker as such, but yeah, I've done a few gigs with it and I haven't had the arm pain, so that's gone away.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so, and I am purposely making sure that I don't press too hard, and I am kind of thinking to myself, you know, I'm not going to improve my tone or my playing just by gripping the fretboard harder, you know.
Yeah.
So
Gary Moore would probably argue with that.
Oh yeah, he was really hard pressed player, wasn't he? Yeah. But you know, so far it's I'm really liking the sounds I'm getting out of it. It pairs well with the GT 1000 core as well, so that's good. Yeah. So, and I've got a gig with Galahad coming up in a couple of months, so that'll be on a big stage with a big PA. So that'll be somewhere else different to try it out. So yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. So there we are.
No. I think if you're at a festival where there's an amp as well, I would see if you can just plug something into, you know, just your monitoring, even if it's not going out front, just so you can try it with that amp on stage and just see if that makes a difference to you. Because I think there is something about, if you've got an amplifier on stage, if you're not playing through an amp, and you know the whole band is sort of playing, and then you can't hear yourself, you can't really hear yourself properly, you know, you just about, all you're going to do is to push harder and harder and harder and to overplay. And you know, everyone knows smacking the guitar is, you're not going to get the best tone out of it all the time anyway. You know, it's great for dynamics and stuff, but I think sometimes when there's an amp on stage, you can just sort of sit back on it a little bit, because the amp is giving you what you want. You know, like you're getting the sustain, because it's a natural sustain between the pickups and the speaker, and it's feeding back. Yeah. But I know, you know, we've all got to suffer with well, you don't actually. Your band, it wouldn't matter if you had an amp on stage, would it? Because you know, your band is not one of those bands that is like, no, it's a silent stage.
No, not really. I mean, no band that I play in insists on silent stage, but it's just everybody has generally gravitated that way through sort of convenience and sort of, you know, whatever. But yeah. Oh, another interesting development. I'm going to get proper in-ears next week. Right. Proper molded ones. I'm going to have my ears fiddled with.
You're having impressions taken.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
That will make a massive difference. That will definitely make a massive difference. And also, I think, I mean, if you want to borrow my Sennheiser, my posh Sennheiser in ear rig, and just see what the difference is with that, because I think that as well, you'll get a lot of clarity, especially with some decent molds. That's something I need to do as well, to be honest.
Yeah. So
mine are brilliant, but they need theoretically they need replacing every 5 years, and I think I'm on about year 15. So,
oh really?
Yeah,
Just to get new molds done each time.
Yeah, because apparently your ears are the only part of you that don't stop growing.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Yeah,
I mean, in my molds, I mean, I've got earplug. I've got proper sort of ear defender molds that I had done that cost a lot, and they still work as good as the day I bought them. They've got to be 15 years old as well.
Oh right, yeah, interesting. Anyway, yeah. So you want to have a chat about some gear? Should we?
Should we? Yeah. Let's we'll chat. I'm off to Guitar Summit tomorrow.
Yes.
But are you well, if you're around during the day, I'll give you a shout. You around during the day? Okay, tomorrow. I'll try and give you a shout. Yeah, I'll try and give you a shout on the way up to the airport.
Yeah, great. Cool. All right, chaps.
All right, mate. Good to speak to you, mate. Well done, mate. See you soon.
Bye.
Nice.
And there he was gone. Should we do the news?
Let's do the news. There's not a lot of news, so let's get the news done.
What? There's loads of news. Can I start with a piece of sad news?
Actually, I haven't got the wall. Why have I not got the UA pedal up?
I don't know.
Oh, go on.
Can I start with sad news?
You do that, and I'll get the UA pedal up.
So I found out today that that British gear salespeople, Studio Spares, have gone out of business. There was no as a kid growing up in the era of the catalogue, getting your copy of the Studio Spares catalogue through once a year was quite a moment of, enjoyable part of the year. It's very sad. So yeah, I found out they'd gone under. It's voluntary. They've not been sent under, but they looked at the numbers and apparently the numbers were not working out. So they did the smart thing.
What a shame.
Sad. Yeah.
It's funny. I would have thought that'd be a company that could have been bought, but it's funny, isn't it? Well, not funny. It's not funny at all.
Apparently, a lot of the inventory will be showing up on a well-known online retail outlet shortly.
Okay.
I don't know who. I was not informed of that bit, but yeah, I was kind of like, oh, it's actually quite sad. I mean, because I know a lot of people who work for Studio Spares, having worked with them, and it's quite sad that someone who have been around so long, God, really, really long time, that have just gone under. So shame.
That is a shame. That is a shame. All the best to everyone there.
Yes.
Right. Should we do? Hate to sort of push on to other things. Let's go on. What is this? Oh, I've got it up. Oh, sorry, I'm such an idiot. So Universal Audio have released the Dumble pedal, which is called the Enigmatic. Yeah, I think I want to hear it. I mean, I want to try it. Sorry, as opposed to hear it. But I think it would be would it make a good video to compare it against a Dumble style amp?
Or a couple of Dumble style amps,
Yeah, I think that might be worth doing.
But the thing is about the Enigmatic is they're saying it's not just one Dumble, it's several different ones with several.
It's the same as Marshall. It's the same as the Marshall. What's the difference? It's the same as the Line pedal. The Line pedal was 3 different amps, wasn't it?
I know.
Anyway, if you want to learn about stair lifts, see, I don't even know why these adverts come up. When have I ever looked at stair lifts?
You must have been talking about it, mate, due to sciatica.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Right. Look at these. So Harley Benton got a new guitar. Look at that. So olive drab.
Right.
Olive drab with a Bigsby. That just looks. I mean, look at that. That looks
for 250 quid.
250 bedingles. Look at that. I think that looks great. I really like the look of that. Now, I think personally, if you're like, oh, I really want a Gretsch or a 335E sort of style guitar, Gretsch because of the trend.
I don't have.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use it much. I'm not going to use it much. I just want it as like an occasional guitar. I don't think you could do better than that.
No.
So I will definitely go and check that out at Guitar Summit over the weekend. This I thought was quite exciting, and I don't normally get excited about PRS. So this is a DGT semi-hollow.
That's pretty.
Well, it's not just the DGT, which is arguably the best. Well, one of the best PRSs in terms of its usefulness. But they've got a semi-hollow. It's a high gloss nitrocellulose. I don't know why they did high gloss. That's the only thing I wouldn't have.
They did that for the lawyers and dentists.
They did, but it is. No. That's a normal DGT.
Oh, okay.
How much is it going to be? Because they've only released, what is it, 200 of them?
200.
200. That's
all right.
That should be a standard model. Look at it. It's great.
How much?
I can't see how much it is.
7,049 euros.
Damn, that's a lot of money, isn't it?
That's a lot of dough.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but I mean, I know it's not a Murphy Lab, but that's cheaper than a Murphy Lab.
A lot cheaper, but still,
I really like the look of that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I don't normally like the.
We just said a PRS was cool.
Yeah. Right. The next thing, and this is one of these are coming. The ACS one's coming.
Nice.
So yes, ACS one is an upgrade. It's now got a screen on it and does a lot more. It does a lot more. So looking forward to trying that out and getting that going. But I think that's going to be quite a useful thing with the screen on it. Walrus make awesome pedals. It's not cheap.
I was going to say not cheap though. $500, €500.
Yeah, it's €500, but it is. It's doing a lot of what these sort of amp captures or amp modeler type things do. So I mean, Walrus stuff's great.
Yeah,
Walrus stuff's good. So look forward to trying that out and reviewing that when it comes. I'm done.
Okay. Cool. So I just want to mention this quickly. Many and various people have said to me, why haven't you done a review yet? There are two answers to this.
Because he's lazy.
No, there are three answers. One, I am up to my neck in videos for a release that's coming this week. Two,
can't be bothered.
I've got a gig with this at the weekend. So I want to see how it reacts in the real life, in a real world scenario. And I don't just want to do the same old video that everyone's doing by going, I've got this, show you how to work it, show you what it does, and then just go through it. I actually want to do some captures with it, and I want to put it through its paces, compare it to Tonex and other stuff. So these things take time, and it takes time to bed in. Much like the experience I had with Quad Cortex, I'm still not 100% with it. It's good, but I can definitely see where they've cut the corners.
No, you see, you're judging it on the captures that it comes with, as opposed to.
And that's the problem, and that's why I don't want to judge it with the captures it comes with, because, like all modelers, effects processors, or anything like that, the presets are dire.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, so give me time. We will do a full deep dive into this thing, and I want to. Having lived with it and having worked with it properly, not just going, oh yeah, I can talk my way around that for 5 minutes. I want to do a proper video on it. It's worth it, and you're worth it. So there.
Because you're worth it. Come on in. Mike Blue, afternoon, gents. Afternoon, Mike Blue. Hollywood says, hi, Benny. With the Floyd, you could have blocked it with a piece of wood. Then you get the smooth bridge fixed. I think it was more the fact that he keeps banging his arm on it.
Yeah, I think it was the physical rather than the action.
Yeah. Hollywood, what did you swap for the Kiesel? Yes, that's true. I'd like to. We should have asked that, shouldn't we? Daz, he says, honey, it's for you. Lol, unless it's Publishers Clearinghouse delivering a big prize, you don't cut the studio rat short. Shahari says, Osnoy doesn't move much. He's almost autistic, you may get confused with someone else.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Osnoy.
Oh, interesting. Basil, Osnoy, or a yo-yo? I think you're thinking of someone else. That's if two people are saying Osnoy doesn't move about, you must be thinking of someone else.
Fair enough.
There is someone that does that. You mentioned him before, wasn't Osnoy?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Digital Viper, I just want the captures for the Nano Cortex. The effects handled with the outboard gear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
And guitar. Right, hang on.
What are you doing?
It's not Osnoy, it's Buzz Felton. Who's the guy who does the up and downy thing that's really annoying?
Buzz. Oh,
Buzz Felton. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, my mistake. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Just sorry. Hey!
Steve Cassidy.
Hey!
Says, belated how do to the Rat Kings. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. And all that sort of stuff. Always nice to hear from Steve. Digital Viper, I will say that the Nano Cortex hampered the unit by not having an effects loop. Since the onboard effects are limited, no delay subdivisions or tap tempo.
We've discovered, I mean, tap tempo or anything like that is purely a firmware update, which they could do. If it's possible on the processing on the unit, it could be an update. Agreed. My first thing was there's no effects loop.
I reckon what they could have done is release two different versions. They could have done an amp capture device, a bit like Tonics, and they could have done an effects device. So one that just does amp captures and one that just does effects. And then people would then buy two, and you could do it for $1,000 for the two. And then you're talking about a lot more power, so you could distribute the power more evenly. Just a thought.
I saw a mock-up from a duo Cortex this today, and I thought it was real. I thought, what? They've released another piece of hardware a week apart. Are they mad? And then I saw it was a mock-up that someone had done. I thought, actually, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, sell it for $1,000. Yeah. Anton says, "Hi, Steve Cassidy."
They're all talking to Steve now. What the hell's going on?
Everyone loves a bit of Steve. It's been a while. Evening, gents, watching half speed, but my support is still here. Half speed.
Does that mean we're growing slow?
Double speed. Anton, hello, sir. This is Steve. Hollywood. Lee, did you buy a neon pink and green Ibanez RG for Paul to be disappointed? That would have been disappointing. Ben, keeping track of jazz suggestions. Nice one.
Damn right.
Anton, Paul will be buying a Harley Benton SC5. Will be buying the HB SC550 you recently reviewed, the Black Cherry Flame. Oh, nice one, Anton. If you possibly can, because it doesn't cost you anything, and they give a tiny little backhander to me, and when we say tiny, it's very small. But use the link in the video notes. It's an affiliate link, and they say thank you to me. Literally, it would not cost you anything, and but that guitar is absolutely amazing for the price. It is ridiculous, isn't it? James, you played it the other day.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was. What's this one? That's the older, slightly older version, isn't it?
Yeah, where did you buy that from? You bought that from an auction, didn't you?
SC550 Deluxe, that one.
Oh, okay, so this is the SC552. So that's interesting. So you've got the old one.
Yeah, and this is ace. We agreed at the time. This is absolutely monster.
Yeah, they're great. Honestly, for the price, it's ridiculous.
I played this on a recording this week because it sounded better than my.
So the new ones have got stainless steel frets, James. So I don't think the old ones probably have, but the new ones are just brilliant.
But that one was 100 quid. That one was 100 quid.
Yeah, but the fretwork on Harley Benton is absolutely amazing. Martin, he said 50 years playing now. Wow. PRS boring, hang on the wall. Gibson, one tone boring. Fender Stratocaster Telly, you can play anything. Simcoe's the best. scallop threats is possible.
Ooh.
Awesome. Vlada says, Vinny, that Swart Mod 84 must be a pedal monster amp. Yes. That's a nice amp, isn't it? Shahar says, James saw Leprius.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
Prog band from Norway. Oh my god, I bet Lee would love that. Their drummer Bard Kolstad is amazing. If you hadn't had a chance to check him out, listen. No drummer talk.
What size sticks do you use, Shahar?
Disappointed with your spelling, Mr. Abraham. What did he say?
I don't know.
Have you got to? You got to Lee? Yeah. No,
Not
where
yet.
are we?
Not
No,
yet.
okay.
We're getting there.
Great. Disappointed with the spelling, Mr. Abraham. What do you recommend as the best all-round 1x12 cab on which speaker? Thanks, Vlada.
Well, I haven't played one yet, but we do have them coming. The beautiful people from Bareface are sending us some speakers to try out. And I hear really good things about their cabs with, pick your speaker in. So a vintage 30 and a Bareface.
Yeah. I haven't tried a Bareface, but I hear excellent things about them. 1x12, best 1x12. Just anything that's an oversized cabinet, I would say. Just try and get a big cabinet on it.
Yeah.
So they do some, Mesobugi used to do a big fat boy or wide boy, whatever they used to call it.
Fat boy.
Yes, I mean I like 2x12, but 1x12s are great, and the Barefaced ones are supposed to sound absolutely monster.
Huge.
Check out Barefaced. Willie says, Steve Cassidy guitar. We have a mutual friend, Ross Kirk, the keyboard player. I went to Perth College with him about 20 years ago. There we go.
Indeed. There we go.
Yeah, for evening, fellas. This week I've mostly been buying Vox AC15. This week I've mostly been buying. That's good.
Well done, Jeff.
Very English joke. AC15 with a blue speaker and a Les Paul standard 50s gold top. Oh,
nice.
Very nice, mate. Mr. Barr says, Shitley, you should have gone with Synergy, my friend. Almost the same cost, but more flexible. That's a shout. That's actually
a really good shout. There's no Synergy pedal, though, is there? For obvious reasons. But if they put it...
I'm trying to think. That's true. No, it is switchable via MIDI, isn't it? I guess there must be. I don't know. That's a good shout, actually. That's not a bad shout. I've got loads of my Synergy amps in for repair, so I blew it up.
Well done.
So yeah, I didn't have it long. I think it must have been 40. So I'm waiting for that to.
You know how successful you are with amps.
I mean, I've got a ton of Synergy modules that that need playing.
Nice.
Hollywood, Lee will have to report back if the Freeman IRX has cured his injury. Jeff Rock AC15 C1X, nice. Gary, Lee, do you do any wrist hand stretches before playing to build up your tendons? I think that's probably a good shout. Good shout, Gary. Yeah, I think all that sort of all shiatsu sort of stuff, I think would be really good for that. Phil, he said, evening, all late during this evening, been sorting out some gypsy jazz backing tracks from a Thames River cruise tomorrow PM. Nice. Tricky stuff. Tricky stuff. Willie. I love it's Willie official.
Yeah.
What do you get when Aberdeen FC get a man sent off? Tendons.
I thought that would be what would you do when Wimbledon get a man sent off?
Go on, I don't go and explain. Explain.
Wimbledon moved to Milton Keynes and became the FC, the MK Dons. So 10 Dons, one man sent off, 11 man sent off.
Good. It's Aberdeen. There's got to be an Aberdeen football joke going on.
Yeah, there is.
And Steve, we're rolling around the floor, mate, at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheers, Willie. David, he said, how much longer until I have a guitar with a Tonex and various effects of choice built in with wireless control? Will cables become useless? Probably. I don't think. I think guitarists like cables, and I think pedals use cables. You know, it's there's so many pedals and amps and stuff about that. I think. I mean, you know, there have been companies that have done it with, you know, effects built in and stuff. It never takes off because the thing is, you've got a guitar and then something goes down, and then the effects unit becomes useless or becomes outdated,
Yes,
and then the guitar, you don't use the guitar because and then it's got the weight of that in it as well.
So it weighs a ton.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you know, Mua do that guitar that's got effects and amps and stuff built in. I've never tried one. Actually, that's a lie. We did try it. Tried them at one of the guitar things. One of the guitar shows. Yeah, not a thing that I would. Hollywood, has Lee ever tried a Fractal FM3 or try an HK with direct out speaker on stage? I'm sure Lee played my Axe-Fx 3. I'm sure he did. But it might break Lee's code of budget gear. Not that Lee's very budget anymore.
Right.
Willie. Nice one. Cheers, Willie. Electric. Chaz says, for the British chime captures, do you reckon the Tonex is better option than the Tonex 1 for recording?
They sound the same. They're exactly the same captures.
Sound the same. Go for the cheaper option. Finger blasting. Evening, fellas. It's been a while. It has, mate. Where have you been? Benny. Vlada the Swart is awesome with pedals. There we go. Jahar. So speaking of Shabbat, Dweezil has a new signature model with them. $4,500 US. A tad much for something that looks like it was pulled out of a garbage can. Al says, where's your gig, James?
Saturday night, Greg and I are playing at the Abbey Theatre in Nuneaton for a wickedly twisted variety show.
There we go.
There you go.
That's why James isn't coming to Germany. Keith,
I'm the MD for that gig.
Huh?
I'm the MD for that gig, so I really can't dip it out.
No. Should have done everything backing tracks or just done oh yeah. Anyway, Keith, evening all. So I'm late. What have I missed? Not much, mate. Just usual guff.
Usual shit, yeah.
Usual guff. Keith, I'm late because I was practicing with my heavy metal band. Nice. By the way, groups of bell ringers who ring together are called bands. Are they?
Well, they were called campanologists.
Campanologists. I don't know.
Campanologist is bell ringers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. And the heaviest bell was around 675. Oof.
That's when you're playing with heavy metal.
Yes, yeah, no, I get that. That's a big bell. Yes.
Stop.
Loz, Tonex has no effects loop either. Not sure why that is negative for the Nano.
Well, it's negative for Tonex as well.
Yeah. It's negative because you can't put stuff in a particular place inside the signal chain. But no, I don't really find it a negative thing because you put effects after. Yeah,
and it becomes a studio effect rather than a guitar effect.
Exactly, which always sound better. Hollywood, we need to wait for the SE DGT semi-hollow. Yes, I reckon that'll come out.
Yep.
There's no way they're going to limit them to 200 because people are going to be.
Dentists, lawyers, and other overpaid people will be snapping those up.
If there's 200, people would be buying them and flipping them for double that. Lee says, forgot to say when I was on, me one I know who has a nice collection of expensive, mainly
someone I know.
Oh, someone I see. Someone I know who has a nice collection of expensive, mainly Strats, wants to offload many of them. He's in talks with the auction house, Holdgate. Yeah, Holdgate. Gardner Holdgate. Nice. Oh, I would recommend. I'd recommend selling them privately. Personally, that's a pretty nice looking Harley Benton.
It certainly is.
That's a nice Benton. That Paul, read the Harley Benton SC 552. I'll use the affiliate link. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, thanks, mate. Cheers, Anton. It all helps. Keith, Lee Abraham, Gardner Hallgate. Yes. Hollywood says, so Paul or anyone else to maybe offer a high-end strap before they go to the auction house. Yes, that's another thing. Yeah. Let me know what guitars they've got. I do love guitars. Danny Murphy steals bikes. Last night I saw a film. Nice one. What did you see, Danny? I see the film. Basil, have either of you ever tried those IK Multimedia studio monitors? Them's there.
Yes, some. Is the answer to that.
I've got the little ones. I've got the big ones.
Review to follow shortly from me.
Yeah,
that'll be out next week for me.
Yep. Al Lindsay, have either of you checked out Spyro guitar? No. Oh yes. Yeah. We've seen them. Bit metal for me. Apparently, there's great aimed at the more metal market. My mate just got a dealership from them today. Said they're really decent. Yeah, I bet they are. Warren Hewitt needs to start wearing bigger shirts. Oh, Danny needs to come back. Danny needs to be a regular. I think him and Shahar would definitely get on. This is
no, I think Danny's comments are marvelous.
Yes. Yeah, well done, Danny. Willie. Same thing, James. Aberdeen, Wimbledon, nicknamed the Dons. Ah, there we go. It's an awful joke. I know, apologies. All right. No, mate. It wasn't awful. It was above our heads. Chris, that's what I was thinking with the two different models of Nano, one that captures and one without. Maybe they'll do a Pico Cortex to match the Tonks one. Yeah, maybe. Highly recommend the Bareface 1x12. Close second to the blue Fat Cab. Nice. Well done, Jeff. Got it, Willie. I married a Scot. There we go. Well done, Al. So I recall it's a horror film.
Well done, everyone.
We done.
It falls to me to go like this and to go like this and to go like this and hit this.
Stupid comment of the week.
Do you know what? There are so many I could choose from this week.
Are there? Do we?
Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry, I kicked you out. Wrong button.
Unbelievable.
There are so many I could choose from this week. Which one do you particularly want to go? Should we go offensive or just vaguely comedy?
Well, make sure it's an actual stupid comment. Not go on. No, just go. Just go on. Go for it. Just let's go offensive.
All right. So this one is in from Deathstorm MPX4, who says this was about our video on the Mesa Boogie dual rec or triple rec. Was it dual rec? Mm-hmm. If you don't love a recto, you don't know how to dial one in. To which Paul's response was, "The rectifier owners are a sensitive bunch," and that.
You rectifier owners are
stupid comment of the week.
Again, it's one of those things. People, I don't get it. I don't understand why someone buys a piece of equipment and then needs confirmation that they've bought.
Yeah.
Why would you buy a piece of equipment and then watch videos? I get it if you want to learn how to use something, but it's almost like you want that confirmation that you made the right choice.
And I mean, I kind of get that. I must admit, I've watched videos and gone, "Oh, they did it the same as me," or they've bought the same as me. There's a certain thing about that, but
sure. But it's like people have difference of opinions, and it's like someone might like one of those Sun amplifiers, and I might hate it, and also I might like a Dumble style amplifier, and someone might hate it. It's
I mean, they're wrong, but
of course they're wrong. Yeah, but it's all a preference, isn't it?
Last three we're going to get through. Here we go.
Do it. Kotzen. What monitors to buy? Adam T7Bs or Yamaha HS7s?
I would go the Adams because the tweeters are nicer.
There we go. Bit softer. Jeff Cook. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to click the like button. If you really enjoyed the show, click it again. Cheers, Jeff. Actually, if you really enjoy the show, I think if you click like and then you click it again, I think it unlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks, Jeff. Yeah, give us a like. It, as I said, it helps so much. Hollywood, those spiral guitars look great, but the offset inlays aren't for me.
There we go. We got there. Thanks everyone for joining us. It's been a pleasure as always. Paul is off to Mannheim. I'm going to Womanheim. I'm going to Birmingham actually this weekend. So I hope if you're at a loose end and you find yourself in Nuneaton this weekend, please do come and see us. Paul could say the same about Mannheim, but I think there'll be more people there, so.
Yeah. If anyone's coming to, if anyone is going to be there, just give us a come and have a little chat. I'm going to be lonely.
He doesn't bite hard. We will see you next week for more of the same. Who knows what may happen between now and then. Take care, everyone. Have a great week, and we will see you on the other side. Good night.
Cheers, guys.